Good morning. Welcome to the Community for Conscious Living Weekly Live broadcast. Today is Sunday, 5/22 of 2022, May 22nd. The Community for Conscious Living is a community dedicated to personal transformation for universal harmony, healing the planet by making inspired changes in ourselves and in our daily lives to create a sustainable environment in a peaceful world. I'm excited for today and for the next 2 months because we're actually even beyond that, because we're moving into this section on purpose and passion. We're still in the book going through the questions to the answer is love, questions to explore as we transition into an era of peace. And this week, we begin the section on purpose and passion, that spark we feel, that purpose that really sparks inside of us and steers us, directs us to our sense of passion and fulfillment and what we're here to be and to do and to exude into the world. And so there were a number of questions that came up around that topic. And did I mention it's one of my favorites? You know, who doesn't like tapping into the inner passion, the inner spark, and really giving that life force, giving breath, allowing that inner spark is the breath of source breathing through you, wanting to live through you, wanting to express itself through you, wanting to really make its presence known in the world. And that's why it feels so yummy to follow that and really live it and express it. But we have all kinds of fears around it. And we also have loved ones that we are in relationship with, right? We have our communities, our families, our circle, our inner circle, and we have a set established dynamic with that circle. And it is natural when one of us wants to change within that circle that the entire dynamic starts to feel the tug and the shift from that change. And some might even not recognize, it might be so subconscious, but they might feel that discomfort of things shifting, the shifting grounds, the shifting dynamics, and say, whoa, hold it, wait a minute, and start to try to pull things, rein things in so that they don't change. And you might experience that as lack of support, as resistance, or there might be a blatant like, hey, what the heck are you doing? What the heck are you thinking? Why would you want anything to be different from the way it is and always has been, the way that we're all so comfortable and flow together so harmoniously? You're just going to disrupt things if you start to change. But the calling inside of you will just get stronger and stronger and stronger if you don't listen to it. And it wants you, it's calling you, it's saying, hey, I'm here to live you. I'm here to live your life. I'm here to be you. I am here to express this joy and this passion and this love through you. And I want you to experience this as a part of your life. I want you to feel this love, this passion, this flow. And of course, you want to feel it too because it's yummy. So the question for today is, how can we live this passion? And how can we follow this passion and seek purpose when the loved ones around us are saying, hold on, wait a minute, don't do that. And we feel that lack of support or even that attempts to block and sabotage. So that's where we're going today. So let's go ahead and come into our meditation and healing circle. Let's come into our circle sitting side by side, shoulder to shoulder, elbow to elbow, knee to knee, coming together as one in the name of the one most merciful, ever compassionate. In the name of the one most merciful, ever compassionate, we call on you. We ask you to send your vibration of your pure divine light. And just feel this pure divine light streaming into the center of our circle, streaming in. And just let your entire being be met with this light. Feel this light shine upon you. And just feel its radiance touching your skin. And let this beautiful light shimmer and shine and radiate upon your skin, and feel its warmth. Feel the secure, nurturing feeling of this warm light. And let it soak into your skin all the way in through your pores. And let your sensory perceptions from your nervous system, let your nervous system take that in and absorb it into your body. And let it absorb into your tissues, and let your nervous system just take in this sense of pure divine light, this nurturing, warm glow, and let it travel through your neurological pathways, informing your central nervous system and your brain and your enteric nervous system and all of the parts of yourself. Let it inform all of you of this warm, nurturing glow that is the essence of pure divine light that surrounds you. And in the name of the one most merciful, ever compassionate, just feel this light streaming down through the top of your head and filling your vertical core, that light energy that streams through the top of your head along your vertical pathway. It runs vertically through your body, along the front of your spine, and all the way from your head center, through your throat, into your heart center, and through your diaphragm and into your belly, and all the way into your base, and through your base, connecting you with the seat beneath you, the earth beneath you, and just feel this luminous, radiant light traveling through you, putting you in touch with the pathway that moves through your body, illuminating that core light. And as you inhale, breathe all of your energy in to the vertical core, breathing all of the parts of yourself into your inner core. And as you exhale, let yourself drop down and land into your hips. And again, as you inhale, draw all of your energy into the core of your body. And as you exhale, drop down and land into your hips, and let your pelvic bowl fill with your presence, with this light. Let your whole belly just be full of light. And land into your body. In the name of the one most merciful, ever compassionate, we call on you. We ask you to send your vibration of your unconditional love. And just feel this vibration of pure, unconditional love streaming into the center of our circle. And invite your heart center, that funnel of energy that extends from the front of your heart space, invite that to face into the center of our circle. And just let that funnel of energy that extends from the front of your heart center. Just let it face into this waterfall, this beautiful waterfall of pure divine light and unconditional love, and let it tip up slightly and catch that stream of pure divine light and unconditional love as it streams in through your heart center and pours in all the way through your body. Pure divine light and unconditional love streaming in through your heart center, like pouring through that funnel and flowing all the way through your heart center. And just let your energy body lean back toward your spine, leaning up against your spine, and breathe in through this funnel, breathing this flow of pure divine light and unconditional love in through this funnel, into your heart center and through your heart center, and let it flow into your vertical core. Your core light body is just being gently showered with this waterfall of unconditional love. And just let your chest space be open and soft and receive. If you'd like, you can just give a gentle tapping onto your chest space, around your heart center, around your heart space. And as you inhale, just exhale out any of the tension or the clutter from that space. And as you inhale, let this flow of pure divine light and unconditional love flow in deeper into your heart center. And as you exhale, let yourself lean back and receive that gentle waterfall into your core, filling you with pure divine light and unconditional love. In the name of the one most merciful, ever compassionate, we call on you. We ask you to send your vibration of your eternal compassion. Eternal compassion is the ocean of compassion that completely fills the space and saturates all of the existence with compassion. This is the ocean of compassion that contains everything, and we are like sponges within the ocean. So let your sponge just draw in this water of compassion that fills the ocean around you, and this water is infinite. So let it come in and fill your sponge until your sponge is completely saturated and dripping with compassion. And let every cell of your entire being absorb this water of compassion. Compassion is the womb of creation. It is the cosmic womb of our entire existence. It is, in the sacred language of Arabic, the name for the eternal compassion, Rahman, is from the same root as the word for womb, Arham. And the meaning of this eternal compassion, it is the cosmic womb. It is the first emanation of God consciousness, the first thing to emanate from the one and only one. And it is the womb through which all of creation flows and is born into existence. And we are contained within this cosmic womb of eternal compassion. The entirety of our existence is contained within this womb. And this creation is constantly flowing and constantly being regenerated, just like the cells of your body are constantly dying off and new cells being regenerated, and your entire being is being regenerated all the time. so is our creation, as it flows through this cosmic womb and is contained within this cosmic womb, and we are all cells of one body of creation, contained within the cosmic womb of eternal compassion. So as you soak in the drops of this ocean into your sponge, your living sponge, inhale it in, let yourself be saturated all the way to the core, and as you exhale, just let your entire being drop into this ocean and float. You can float in the ocean and swim in the ocean. Just travel through the ocean, be the ocean. Be the ocean. The poet Rumi says, "You are not a drop in the ocean, you are the ocean in a drop." Every drop, every microcosmic drop of ocean contains the entire macrocosm of ocean. Everything is a reflection of everything else. And you are that reflection of everything else that contains the entirety of the existence of the ocean. And this ocean, absorb this ocean into your being. Absorb the whole ocean into your being. And let it dance within you. Let the ocean dance. Like the waves of the ocean, let them playfully flow through the shore of your being. And let them just shape and mold the shore of your being. You know how the waves come in and they shape the sand? They shape the shore. Just let that ocean move through you and shape. And breathe in. Let's go back to breathing through that heart center, that funnel. At the very depth of your heart. Like, again, let that heart funnel tip up slightly as you lean back against your spine or toward your spine and fall into your core. And breathe all the way through. Breathe that divine life force energy all the way through that heart center to that point where the heart center pours into the vertical core, right? You've got that vertical core of energy that runs through the top of your head, along the front of your spine and through your base, and all of your energy centers that extend from your body. They originate at that core life force, that pillar of light inside of you. So let your conscious body travel through your heart center and fall into that space where your heart center meets your vertical core, and let your entire being exist there. And let your conscious body exist there, Let your conscious body just hang out at that door sill. It's like between the connection with the all that is and that wisdom of the heart, that the heart in Arabic is, the name for it is qalb, and it means to turn. And the eye of the heart is constantly turning between this connection with the all that is and that knowing of its oneness with all that is, and the outer world, where everything looks to be separate and individual and somewhat connected and interdependent, but multiplicity. Right, wrong, good, bad, duality, multiplicity, lots of different stuff, right? So let yourself hang out right there where that eye of that heart can turn in to see the oneness with all that is, and can face out to see the many and the existence of the many. There's a divine name, Mutakabbir. Mutakabbir. And that's like embodying that mystery of the creation as it moves through that focal point between the worlds, between the one with all that is and the multiplicity, and illuminates, radiates the light onto the forms of the world. That's the Mutakabir. So Mutakabir is that divine energy you want to call on when you want to hang out right there at that focal point, that point between the one with all that is and the many, where you want to hang out right there and just release your attachment to being in either world and allow the flow. Allow, there's another Rumi poem that says, let's see which one it is. The breeze at dawn has secrets to tell you. Don't go back to sleep. It's talking about that time before dawn when there's more stillness and quiet, and the veil between the worlds gets thinner during that time. It's a beautiful time to get up and meditate or have those conversations with God, with Source, and really just allow yourself to be in the presence of that inner spark within you. So the poem says, the breeze at dawn has secrets to tell you. Don't go back to sleep. You must ask for what you really want. Don't go back to sleep. People are moving back and forth across the doorsill where the two worlds touch. This is that doorsill. The door is round and open. Don't go back to sleep. So there's an invitation in there for you to wake up at that 4 a.m. time, the time before, at least 30 minutes before the sunrise, before the dawn, not just the sunrise, but before the dawn, before the light comes in and starts to illuminate the space around you, and take advantage of that quiet time when the veils are thin and the door is round and open, and be at this doorsill of your heart. Just hang out there and let go of attachment between the worlds, between being one with all that is and being in the multiplicity, and just hang out there and be the witness. Ya Mutakabir. Ya Mutakabir. Ya Mutakabir. So I invite you to hang out there, because this is also that space. So you hang out here and let go of attachment and just be a witness to this space. This is also that space where the divine life force energy, it's like that inner spark. It's that where it touches that inner spark and whispers to you, sometimes a very loud whisper, sometimes a very soft whisper. But it whispers to you, hey, I have a pathway for you to follow. And I want you to let me live through you and move through you along this pathway. That spark, it's like God knocking, tapping on your doorway right there and saying, hey, I want to come through. I want to come through and I want to live right here. I want to live through this pathway and express my light and love and my compassion and my beauty and my majesty and my creativity, my life force in this world through you. Sometimes we think, fulfilling the passion, living for that purpose and passion, if it's going to take you away from all of your service and servitude to others, that it's going to be a selfish thing, right? But it is your source. It is God saying, let me live through you. Let me breathe through you. Let me play through you. Let me express myself through you. Let me really bring my presence into this manifest 3D world through you. And is it selfish to say yes to that? I think it's selfish to say no to that. Because here's the thing. You know, if we take this in steps, and this is what we're going to do today, is take the very first step of this. The first step is just to be present with it and to listen to it and let it play inside of you before you move out with it. Let yourself play with it inside internally and become familiar with it, acquainted with it. Let it fill you and let it just begin to let itself and its presence be known to you from within yourself. Sometimes we get scared when we start moving out and it hasn't really revealed itself to you yet. And I'm not saying that you have to know it completely before you can move with it. I'm not saying that at all. But when we have that fear of, no, I can't let myself feel this right now because the change will be too big and I'm not ready to go there. Just know you can listen to it and feel it and experience it inside of yourself in your own personal connection and relationship with God without having to change anything on the outside. Let it make itself known to you on the inner, play with it, feel it, let it fill you. And then you can make a conscious decision on how to allow it to move out. But you can take it one step at a time. So let me go ahead and read from The Answer is Love, questions to explore as we transition into an era of peace. And I'll read from this question. It says, I feel like I have a purpose to fulfill, but my loved ones think I need to march in step with them. Right? Stay in the flow of the family dynamic or the unit. How can I feel supported to answer the calling? The response is, Beloved, I am whispering to you from inside yourself, calling you home to know us. I am with you. Your loved ones fear for you because they love you and don't want to see you hurt, and they fear for themselves. They do not understand the call that takes them away from their perceived security. And yet the true security comes only from me. Care about yourself and your own heart. Don't abandon your means of survival completely. Make sure you can care for yourself financially and otherwise, but do not abandon your heart either. Return to me. Call on me. I am guiding you from within your heart, your command central. Your heart is your command central. You cannot fight the direction and steering of command central and continue to live in harmony. Right? Who wants to fight it? Usually the brain, the mind wants to fight the heart. We will go off course. The system will derail if we do not get in sync. The vehicle will crash and you will have no choice. Right? If we continue to allow the mind to fight the heart, that's what will happen. Be with me often as possible in the morning hours before dawn and in every waking hour. Be with me in every action. Utter my name in every breath. You will illuminate with my essence and exude my light. You will be illuminated with my essence and exude my light, to become that which you are called to be. And no one will be able to deny your existence or keep you from yourself. Your purpose will unfold in everything you do. Your calling will manifest through every act. I will be present, seen, and heard in everything you do. My love will be shared with everyone you touch, with every heart. Be me to know me. I am love. Love is calling you from within your heart to know love, to give love, to receive love, to be love. Love is loving. Love is loving from within you. Love is love. So take a full breath and breathe that in all the way into the core of your being. Breathe that in. Breathe that in and let that breath move across that door sill. Let that breath move across that door sill. Right there between your heart center, that funnel of energy that extends from the front of your heart, fall into that all the way in to where it meets your vertical core. That energy that runs through the top of your head, along the front of your spine, and through your base. And let yourself hang out right there. And let's call on the divine name of Mutakabir. Mutakabir. That's embodying the fluid essence, the essence of the mystery of the creation as it moves through that focal point, that point between the worlds, between the all that is and the individuation or the multiplicity. Right there where you're hanging out at that doorsill of your heart. So let yourself breathe and be a witness, and let this life force energy, just let it just fan the flame at the depths of your heart center, right there in your vertical core, right there in that meeting place. Let it fan that flame right there, and just allow that flame, like it's being fed oil from the oil lamp with each breath. And let that flame just get bigger and brighter and more luminous from inside your chest. And stay with it inside your chest. Just hang out there in that space. And if it intensifies, just let it intensify within you. And let it move through your vertical core so it fills your whole vertical core with this flame, this light. And just feel it. Feel it. Know that it's safe to feel it and to be in the presence of it as you sit in this witnessing state, sitting with the essence of your source, and call on your source. Ask for that help. Ask for that direct pathway to open and for that breath to just gently breathe on that flame. Fan that flame of passion within you, that sense of purpose. Allow yourself to feel it and to witness it and to experience it. Keeping it within you. Letting it fill you. Letting it fill your entire core. And say yes to it. Say yes to it. And let your conscious body take up the space of that vertical core. and let your entire consciousness become illuminated with this flame of purpose. Letting your whole core be consumed in this flame. And with each breath, this core getting stronger, bigger, brighter, more luminous, more intense, until your entire being is the flame. Your entire core is the flame. And if there is any of those places of doubt or questioning, that worthiness, that can this really happen, the how, the why, the ifs, any of those questions, just let those come forward and just offer them to your source. Just offer up those questions. And let those questions, let the answers be contained within the flame as this flame is breathed into you and breathed through you. Let the breath of your source, that life force energy, let it bring you the answers to the questions. And let yourself again just rest into your body and receive. Merge with this inner flame. Be. Kun fayakun, be and it is. 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 And let that breath fully consume you. Invite every cell of your body and all of the consciousness from every fiber of your being to bring its awareness to this flame inside. And allow this feeling, experience, the light of the flame itself, the snapshot, whatever it's ready to take in, allow the consciousness from every fiber of your being to take in whatever it's ready to take in of this flame of passion. Kun fayakun, be and it is. And again, as you inhale, draw all of the parts of yourself, all of your life force energy, all of your core being into the core of your body, this central channel. And as you exhale, just let yourself land into your hips. And just invite all of the parts of yourself to be with you in this space. And allow them to be in this presence. And again, they don't have to change anything, but they can know that they are accepted and they are loved And kind of like it's unconditional here. There's no expectation. But you can be in this presence of this pure spark. You can go along for this ride, and you don't have to annihilate yourself completely in this moment. You can be. You can be. Perfection, as we define perfection from the human perspective, sometimes tells us that we have to annihilate all the parts of ourselves that are not like totally absorbed in light. And we're always going to have parts of ourselves that are not totally absorbed in light. So we can invite them to be in the presence of this core and know that it's okay to be. Be as you are. You are accepted here. There is love here for you. You can be. And just let yourself hang out at that core, at that door sill, being the witness. Letting the fan flame, what am I trying to say? As my teacher used to say, I'm trying to, letting the breath fan the flame at the core of your heart. There we go. Let that breath, as you breathe and as you are breathed, as your source is breathing you and breathing through you, just let that breath move across that door sill between your heart and your core, your vertical core, and fan that flame. Letting that flame get bigger and brighter and more intensified and consume the core of your being with this passion, this purpose, this life force energy, this unconditional love, this pure, eternal compassion. Kun fayakun, be and it is. Be and it is. Okay. And again, let yourself breathe in. And as you exhale, land into your hips, ground into your body, feel your presence in the space around you. I'm going to ask you not to hang up yet. If we're going to open for Q&A here in a minute, but there's something I want to tell you off the recording. So hold on before you hang up. All right, now I'm going to say what I need to say to the people who are listening to the recording. If you're listening to the recording, thank you for listening. You're invited to join us live on Sundays at 10 a.m. U.S. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. U.S. Pacific Time. If you join us live, you'll know the secrets I'm going to share after the recording is over, after it's turned off. You'll also be able to stay on live for Q&A, for support, for sharing your experiences, and anything else your heart wants to offer. And some of the best parts come in when people share at the end. So I invite you to be a part of that. You can find information for joining us live at communityforconsciousliving.com, communityforconsciousliving.com. While you're there, you can sign up for reminders and replays. And when you do, you'll receive a free gift, a one sheet that is a reminder of who we are, what we are, why we're here. You can put it to remind yourself, just, print out sheets of it and put it in places where you'll see it often to remind yourself of the truth of who and what you are and what this world is about. And it also comes with a downloadable guided meditation to help you to connect in with that light and love and compassion inside of yourself. It's a 15-minute guided meditation just to help you to reset and set up where you are. It's a great meditation to use as a morning practice to remind you and connect you in with that light and love and compassion inside yourself. All right. And with that, I am going to end the recording now and open for the Q&A. I thank you very much.